Alright, what's going on YouTube? Today we got the second video of the day, and one that's been postponed for 2 days now, and I am sorry for the delay, but I'm assuming that most people don't really want to watch, or not really watching Rent a Girlfriend, so there's that. There's a reason why I decided to upload Zom 100 as fast as I can, but without further ado, here we go. And before we start, I just really want to quickly say that I really hope you guys do check out my two last previous videos. I'm really proud of the bleach video that I made on Saturday, and if you would please check that out and drop some likes on that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I know you guys would enjoy that. It's called Bankais Are Back, so just look out for that video and hope you guys enjoy that one. And also the last video, which was Akira's rescue mission, which was Zom 100. I hope you guys check that one out too. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So the episode starts off immediately with Kazuya in his college class, and he's basically bawling his eyes out while he's reviewing for scripts so that he can use for the movie. He later presents it when he gets home to Mizuhara, them being neighbors and all, that the script is basically perfect, the one that he found, and says that it's almost identical to what her situation is, and they're basically going to use it as a template to create their own script for the movie. To which Mizuhara basically says, yeah, I'm going to review it later at home, and I'll let you know later how I think about it. Kazuya then goes into his room, takes a nap, and is basically woken up later on by Mizuhara, to which she says, she's delighted by the script, and, basically agrees with him that they're going to move forward with this template for the script. And Kazuya starts overthinking about what Yaemori, her neighbor, said in the previous episode, that Mizuhara is definitely in love with Kazuya. To which we know Kazuya is in love with her, obviously, and basically stating that she wouldn't go through all the trouble of being with him, helping him out with his personal stuff and whatnot, if there wasn't some sort of feelings involved. We was gonna basically help him out and make the movie. So while she's waiting, a bunch of random dudes are basically fondling over her, or basically awestruck by her beauty, and once they see that Kazuya is the person that she was waiting for, they all immediately get jealous and start basically talking crap behind his back. So immediately after the meeting is done, after they plan out all the time for the filming and everything else that they needed to, it basically starts raining and Kazuya runs off to buy an umbrella, and therefore it gives the upperclassmen from the film club to basically reveal how he was basically coerced, or that Kazuya had to beg them for a chance so that they can make this film happen. And basically he states how it basically shows like a flashback, how Kazuya is basically saying how Mizuhara has basically helped him with everything personal in his life, and now he basically wants to return the favor, to which he's again begging the upperclassmen if they can please help him with the movie. And it basically piques his interest, and he ends up wanting to help, to see who's this girl that he's basically fondling over, like basically begging for to help. Yaemori, the neighbor, ends up showing up later on and basically starts asking Kazuya if they've made any progress, knowing that they've been in his room several times, obviously her being kind of nosy. And Kazuya basically saying, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, and obviously he's thinking that she's kind of crazy. Obviously she just wants to know if they're getting back together or not, and how she can help, or not getting back together, but if they're hooking up or anything, if they make any progress, of course. And after she barges in, she basically finds out about the movie and the crowdfunding, which is basically the GoFundMe page that they've made in the previous episode. And she basically offers to help. She has experience, saying that she's basically held a live event, and she basically made her own crowdfunding in the past, which is why she's offering to help. Mori ends up telling Kazuya to basically send a link to the website so that she can review it and basically come up with a plan so they can get more backers, so they can make the amount of money that they need within the deadline time that they have set out for the movie. And basically she ends up reviewing the site, and the following day she calls in for a meeting where all the girls show up, and basically Ruka, which is Kazuya's girlfriend, basically ends up getting jealous and saying, how the hell did she find out about this, and this is so weird, blah blah blah. And she ends up getting super mad at the fact that Yaemori ends up calling Kazuya a master, which I'll show a previous video. I don't have the video of that scene or a picture of that scene precisely. Anyways, she ends up getting mad, calling him master, and she basically states that she calls him master because she admires the way that he lives. Basically, the fact that he has a little harem going on, since she's like into like this video games where she plays harem stuff. Anyways, I explained it in the last video, so go check that out. Ruka, again being upset, states that she's only gonna take orders from Kazuya, that being her boyfriend, and only doing so if it makes him happy, which of course it does and is going to help, just laying down a barrier so that nobody comes between them, as she is kind of jealous. And of course, Operation 203 is set into motion. Kazuya handing out the flyers, Ruka making those flyers, and Yaemori and Mizuhara basically looking for stuff to sell online so they can get more backers to meet the deadline in time to make the amount of money that they need for the movie. Again, Kazuya heading to Tokyo and handing out flyers is shown the previous day with Ruka being there. They're able to hand out a lot more flyers more easily as guys are fawning over her. Ruka being a beautiful girl, obviously they're gonna flock to her, take the flyers, take whatever the hell she's handing out, and of course girls being feeling more safer, I assume. And of course Kazuya the next day, like is shown, he's obviously bummed out because he can't hand out flyers without Ruka, and obviously guys not giving him the attention, or women probably not feeling safe, my assumption, and therefore he's not able to hand out flyers. So Sumi, which is shown in the second season of this anime, is a shy girl who communicates talking to her through her phone. And real quick, I'm just gonna say that she also works as a rent-a girlfriend to someday become like Mizuhara, as she looks up to her and sees that she's not so shy and wants to be like her one day. Ends up, asking Kazuya what the hell he's doing there. Obviously not in that sense. Kazuya basically gives the exposition dump saying that it's for a movie, it's Mizuhara, he's doing that for her. And Sumi says, I'll catch you later, I have plans with my father. We're going to a dinner. To which, she stares at the flyer later on that night and basically, changes her mind and decides to help Kazuya, leaving her father a text saying that, she can start without her. She's going to be busy. And again, she's trying her hardest because she's so shy. But, it's for Mizuhara and for a guy that she kind of has feelings for, which is Kazuya. And ends up, helping out, give out flyers. So we later skip back to Mizuhara and Yaemori and basically end up going through Mizuhara stuff again to sell stuff to incentivize more backers and get more stuff online, more backers online to meet the deadline. Yaemori ends up finding a revealing dress in their closet, and to which she denies, like, it's just every girl has it, blah blah blah, and basically denying it's basically hers, that it was just a gift, a prank, or whatnot. So Yaemori, right after teasing her about the dress, ends up trying to go look for more personal stuff that they can actually make some money off of from the supporters. Let's just say it's just some underwear, right? And essentially, Mizuhara ends up spotting what she's doing behind her back and ends up stopping her. And as they argue, as they have a little fight, as she tries to hold her back from going through her personal stuff, her true personal stuff, immediately afterwards, she basically asks if Mizuhara is into anyone, if she has a boyfriend, if she's like having plans of hooking up with anyone. And her response is basically that no, she's a busy woman, that she has too much on her plate, there's too much going on in her life, that she basically has no time for a relationship other than the job that she basically does as a rent-a-girlfriend. And again, Yaemori basically calls her bluff, as she sees that she's denying her true feelings for Kazuya, and she says, obviously you guys wouldn't go through so much hoops and help each other so much the way you guys do when you guys need it, if there weren't some hidden feelings between the both of you. To which, Mizuhara says, what I asked Kazuya, and he basically denied it straight to my face. To which her response, Yaemori's response was, of course he's not going to tell him the truth. He's not going to say the truth to her face, because obviously it would ruin a lot of stuff, like especially their relationship, even as just friends. And essentially, basically ends up exposing Kazuya and telling her up front that, hey, Kazuya actually has feelings for you, and Yaemori is just there, thinking things over as the last scene plays of the anime in this episode. And basically it's just her overthinking, like thinking in her head, saying that maybe what if Kazuya really is the person for her? What if he can actually truly make her happy, especially with all the things that he's going through, breaking his back to try to help her. And in the previous episode, her mother basically says the same thing, like, this might be the guy that's meant for her. Is he obviously like they contrast each other so perfectly well, and Kazuya probably being the only person who could make Mizuhara happy. And that's basically the end of the video. She's just left thinking to herself, what if everyone is saying is true? And if you guys want to support the channel, again, leave a like. Watch my previous 2 videos, like I stated. Bleach, I highly recommend it. Like, it's my favorite episode. I'm actually obsessed, or video that I've made. I'm actually kind of obsessed with it. And drop a like on that video, this video, and I also made a Zom 100 video earlier today, because it's a double upload today. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitch. AmaterasuNinja, spelled the exact same way as my channel, so it's easy to find. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Deuces.